Alright, that was pretty quick. Let's continue here. Actually, how do I want to continue this? This place is huge. I am going to get lost in this. There's no way I'm going to be able to remember all where I've gone and need to go. This... Which brings me to mind a question. You know, as always, leave me a comment, but in your plays of any Fallout game, no matter which one it is, what's the largest place that you've come across? I don't know what... I'm trying to think through. Some of the locations in, you know, and mainly I'm mainly remembering 4, 76. I don't think I got them. 3 in New Vegas. I don't think there's anything in 3 or New Vegas that's overly huge. Yeah, I don't think those mines do not seem to be working on the first person. Maybe they're not supposed to, but I mean, I can't even think of anything in 4 that's overly large either. So I don't know. That's a... I know that's a question that I don't even have an answer to. Or a full-fledged thought on. Is it safe to use that? Let's do some more scrapping. Always scrapping. I do not need gunpowder, and I'm good on that stuff for now. At least I believe I should be good on that. We will see here in the future. Uh-oh. See, like two guys got through on that. And my horrible shooting is continuing. And I'm stuck. And I'm stuck. I don't even know where I'm running right now. Other than to my death. And all that for a lighter. Alright, where are you? See, I was shooting from the hip because I had found with the shotgun at least, I was doing more damage and I believe more accurate up close from the hip than actually looking down the sights. Oh, did I take off? I did take off his arm. Nice. I want to be able to take off the legs though, damn it. Alright. More benches. Maybe I should keep the light on a little bit because I don't think it affects the ghouls from seeing you or not. Alright, so I believe we've already been in here. Because I do remember this. Yes, we've been in here. I think so. Back at the front of the tour, the beginning of the tour. Oh, there's a terminal. What do we have here? What kind of booze? Oh. Wait. Feedback form. Name of sample. I'm not sure what that is. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most optimal, please rate. Alright. So it's where they're conducting testing. And we need all this plastic. Let's check out this terminal. Testing sign in. Welcome to Nuka-Cola's sample and test and tasting program. Your feedback is a vital part of the process of developing the next generation and dynamic beverage experiences for your fellow Nuka-Cola brand loyalists. Please read and sign the release of liability and then proceed to your assigned station where an attendant will walk you through the process. Release of liability. Now this gets scary because there's a lot of nuclear material going on around here. Waiver and assumption of risk. The tester hereby fully waive and release Nuka-Cola Corporation from any and all claims for personal injury, property damage, or death that may result from my participation in the following activities. Sampling of unidentified or code-named liquids, sampling of unidentified or code-named foodstuffs, accidental exposure to radiation, carcinogens, hazardous waste, fumes, may be odorless and invisible, non-standard space-time zones. That's the most interesting one. Microbes and or mysterious patterns. I hereby voluntarily at my own risk sign this waiver and assumption of risk in sole consideration of being permitted to use the company's facilities or property and aid in the testing of unreleased products. I hereby acknowledge and understand that there are dangers and risks associated with the activities described above, which have been fully explained to me. I hereby agree to abide by all rules, instructions, policies, and procedures imposed by the company relating to the use of the facilities or property. By signing this waiver and assumption of risk, I fully assume the dangers and risks and agree to use my best judgment while engaging in those activities. I further agree to indemnify and hold harmless the company, its employees, agents, officers, fellow tasters, and the United States Navy. Where does the Navy come in around this? From and against any and all liability incurred as a result of or in any manner related to my participation in the activities. I hereby certify that I am legal age and competent to execute this waiver and assumption of risk, that in doing so of my own free will and accord, voluntarily and without duress, and that I do so intending to bind myself, my executor, my heirs, and administrators or assigns to the fullest extent. I have read and understood the foregoing and acknowledge my consent to the terms of this waiver and assumption of risk by signing this waiver. this is just going to be all the same thing over and over again of I forgive my rights of when I die. Oh, legal jargon. Can't stand it. I could read about the lore all day long, but not legal jargon. Manufacturing control. Product research. Alright, let's take a look at these. Research or... Oh, they're drinking bourbon back in here. Let's do manufacturing control first. Manufacture new product. Assembly line reactors offline. Automated alert sent to maintenance. Please await further instructions. Flavor sequence lookup failed. Please contact the flavor lab. Marketing protocols. Executive level clearance required. Please contact corporate for permissions. And backlog. Whale shark. Oh, these must be code names. Product code name, whale shark, version 32. Status on hold pending legal investigation, requires corporate authorization. Orca. Version 2.7 requires upgraded equipment to handle corrosive nature during processing. Product on hold pending equipment arrival. Purchase 9/30/77. See facilities for details. So what's interesting about this is obviously this is on a whole new level when it comes to the corrosive nature. But I'm sure you've seen videos and or stories, not just stories, but I think it's pretty true. You do a bowl of Coca-Cola, then you stick a steak in there that's on a bone, and I don't know what the time frame is, but within a certain time frame, steak gone, bone's the only thing left. Just that's how corrosive the sodas are. I said Coca-Cola, but you know, sodas in general. Albatross, version 1.24. Placing in backlog per Dr. Hayward's request requires additional research into chemical reactions with gastric acid. That sounds like that's even more extreme once it hits the stomach. Alright, now let's check. Product research. I have to do a little hacking here. A like has 1. Could be the E at the end. Obviously, that's where you generally go for. Nothing. Anything else with an A? No. So let's try stole. Yep. Alright, so here we have sea lion, walrus, fur seal. So these are aquatic animals. So probably the same thing though. Codename sea lion, version 0.96. Public facing name, Nuka-Cola Quantum. Current variant notes, replace SR85 with SR90. Synthesis process too costly. So Quantum's codename was sea lion. It's going to walrus. Nuka-Cola Black was walrus. Replace coffee base for... Yeah, I'm never going to be able to pronounce that word. Dextromethamphetamine. Oh, it's not as hard as I initially thought. Dextromethamphetamine. All right. First eel is Nuka-Cola Orange. Use pear brandy as a flavor base. Cut intense aftertaste with trace arsenic. Angry Beaver was quartz. Current variant notes. Try adding non-soluble sugar flakes to simulate quartz and see if that counteracts the cavitation issues from previous versions. Yeah, it all sounds very, very unsafe. I do not need the missiles. Too heavy. Oh, what's making that noise? Did it sound like something was growling? I mean, can you hear that breathing? Is that normal for ghouls? My lord, bobby pins. Oh, no, I'm trying to go through a door that's closed. Oh, you're pretty heavily armored. Oh, that staggered him. There we go. Let's address this situation again. Now we need a Nuka if we're gonna get that health. There we go. So that was just that one Reaver. Well, alright, I'm stuck. Well, it wasn't just the one Reaver, but I think what I was referring to was the breathing. Might have just been that Reaver. No, I didn't want to drink that. Darn it. Oh well. Oh yeah, this is the backside. Plastic. I'm certainly glad I picked up these bobby pins because I am literally pretty much just throwing them away at this point. Clara's note to Alexis. Oh, I can't read that. Alexis, I hope you can forgive me for this. I know we've had our differences over the years about methodology and R&D, but we've always agreed that marketing evil force in the Nuka-Cola world, I can't let them experiment on innocent bystanders, so I've taken the arsenic and is it mercury and strontium and all the rest of it and gone home to Sutton. So she was alright. So she was having issues with what they were doing and supposedly took like at least a good portion of all the bad stuff and went to Sutton. Ooh, that requires 3. So I wonder if we go to Sutton if we can find more out about that. That's really interesting. see that. Taste testing. I already knew that. I've been on the ground level there. But I've been up here. It looks like there's a Nuka-Cola there, so I have not. This lead anywhere? Oh, caps. Alright, let's come back up top. Let's continue around the horn here. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was close. Alright, and then that's the beginning. Okay. Alright, there were multiple other ways back here. Alright, let's take a look at those ratworms. Is that food related? No, take 50% more radiation damage. Not good in here. I guess that one would make sense, right? So let's take some... we need to unsort that. Antibiotics. We may have been in here already. Yes, we were. Alright, did we actually complete this then? We may have. What's down here? Been in here. Definitely been in here. Alright, so this place actually did not turn out to be as large as I initially thought it looked like it was going to be. Now, it's still good size, don't get me wrong. But it's not as large as I initially thought. Are these the stairs? No. Ooh, was that something there? No. Come back down here, take a look around the corner. We've been in here, I believe. Although maybe not. Alright, I think we may be done with this. But what's interesting is we have that potential lead in Sutton. Now, where the heck would you even look there? Especially considering it's not really even a quest of any sort, right? Plastic? Oh. Where is... Oh, there was... Where's that Tinker's bench so I can make some shotgun ammo? Now that I have some plastic. Where was that bad boy? I know I saw it early, so it would have been... I know it's not way back here, but... It would have been somewhere around here, though. One of these areas. Is this, this is the area I literally just came down, yes. Yep. Have I been down there? Well, there's the Tinker's Bench right there, so yes, I have been down here. Alright, first let's scrap. Oops, yeah. We can do 12. I'll take it. It's not a whole lot, but it's better than nothing. Whoa. Trying to walk into a wall does not usually work out. Did I actually come back here? I don't think I did. See, now my question is, it has a cap on it, but I think it's an empty bottle. I think those are empty bottles. Some more plastic. And let's get out here and continue to, where were we going? It was Welch. We're going to Welch. South side of the ash heap. I still do like where this place is located. It's tucked into the mountains. That was really cool. I need to at some point hit the photo mode on that because that looked really nice. And I'll bet those, like the red rocket, that would really stand out because it's going to accentuate the red. But that would look pretty darn cool. Oh. What was that? No idea. Dude, look at this fog. I mean, this just looks amazing. This looks awesome. I'm thinking it. I'm thinking it. Yep, we're going to do it real quick. I always like to get the player out of there. Now that I've learned this up the vertical, I really like this. We're going to take the depth of field off on this one. That blue looks pretty good. Ooh, that just looks crazy. Oh, I like the gamma. Let's reach max amount of photos you... Whoa. Please delete some photos from the gallery. Now that's interesting. Is that... Is that here or is that on my PlayStation? Let's delete some of these. I did not know you had to manage this. And ironically, I actually saw this right before I logged in today. So I already have all these on my computer, so I do not need these here. Except for the simulation. I need those. Alright, now let's go into photo mode. Player off. Depth of field off. Let's get that. Ooh, that looks pretty neat. Yep, alright, so that's all it was. Okay. Nope, nope. I always like the ferrule. I think that ferrule looks pretty good. And then, but I don't have the same effect with that gamma. I do like that though. All right. Once again, thank you for indulging me, letting me do that. I do try and do some of that stuff offline also. But, you know, sometimes you just come across something. If I didn't take those couple of moments, I would forget to go back. Alright, so how are we doing ammo-wise? Shotgun, we have 53. The revolver, we're doing well there. That condition's looking kind of eh. So I think for now we're gonna keep this, obviously for now, for traveling. And I like having the shotgun as my backup.
I hate this misty, foggy crap.
And I never got to talk to you.